Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are watching from. We've got another update with the troubling situation with the drug cartels in Mexico and the Mexican government attempting to do its best to try to control the situation. And I guess it's frankly time to remind the Mexican government who's running the show here when it comes to taking out the drug cartels. And spoiler alert, it's not going to be Mexico. But before we get into all of that and much more, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment with your thoughts below on how you want to see President Donald Trump deal with the drug cartels. Now, let's get into it. So we know that President Trump, the United States military, the CIA, have all looked at options and are beefing up border security. They're flooding resources to the border. They are flying spy missions into Mexico in order to get these people, these scumbag criminals, these monsters that are pushing their poison over the border into the United States, to get them under control and make sure that they cannot attack and kill our citizens anymore. We've seen a variety of moves, but so far we have not seen President Donald Trump actually order the killing of a drug cartel leader. That could be on the verge of changing. As we talked about previously, the CIA did a legal review for their authority to start killing people if that's what they want to do, whether it be with drone strikes or using Title 50 authority with Tier 1 operators or CIA Special Activities Division to go in and wipe these animals out, which is exactly what we all want to see. Then it was reported that Trump had been presented and was considering a plan to use drone strikes in order to eliminate the drug cartels in Mexico. I'm filming this on April 10th. As of this video being made on April 10th, 2025, there has been no direct killing of drug cartel members, drug cartel leaders, or bombing their facilities, supply lines, anything like that. However, it appears that Mexico is now trying to retake some control of the situation from the United States. It's quite comical if we're all being honest here. And what are they doing? Well, let's go ahead and get into that right now. So this is a report from the Los Angeles Times published on April 8th, 2025, where it discusses how Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum is essentially threatening the United States of America if the United States military takes action against the cartels. I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you right now, and then I'm going to read some of it. Mexican President Claudia says that Mexico would defend its sovereignty against violations by land, sea, or air. Trump has also charged that Mexico is essentially run by the cartels, an assertion rejected by Sheinbaum. Amid reports that the Trump administration is considering drone strikes against cartels, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum reiterated her staunch opposition to any such military action. "We do not agree with any kind of intervention or interference," Sheinbaum told reporters Tuesday at her daily morning news conference. "This has been very clear. We coordinate, we collaborate, but we do not subordinate, and there is no meddling in these actions." The president's comments, reaffirming her already stated view on the sensitive topic, come as various reports have suggested the Trump administration may be considering aerial strikes on cartel targets, and that the administration is prepared to act unilaterally if Washington cannot secure Mexican support. On Tuesday, NBC News cited 6 current and former U.S. officials saying that the Trump administration was weighing drone strikes in Mexico to combat criminal gangs trafficking narcotics across the southern border. The Trump White House has already designated 6 Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, a move that Mexico opposed. Many in Mexico viewed the designation as moving the United States towards its first military strike on neighboring Mexico in more than a century. Sheinbaum has agreed to step up military and CIA agency surveillance flights over Mexico in a bid to gather intelligence on cartel operations, officials have said. But military strikes would probably cross a red line and trigger a sharp deterioration in U.S.-Mexico relations, and experts say could result in curtailed cooperation in battling illegal immigration and drug smuggling and resolving other cross-border issues. So then we scroll down a little bit here, and it says the issue of U.S. interference is an extremely sensitive one in a country that lost more than half of its national territory, including present-day California in the 1846-48 Mexican-American War, a conflict widely viewed here as an act of U.S. imperial aggression. So dumb. Mexico also endured 20th century incursions, including the 1914 U.S. military occupation of the port of Veracruz and the unsuccessful 1916-17 expedition to capture General Francisco Pancho Villa, the Mexican military leader. And then we go down a little further, and this is where it gets really, really good. It says that Sheinbaum, it rejects again that it's run by the cartels, and it said that she will defend Mexico's sovereignty against violations by land, air, or sea. So what does this all mean? Where does it go from here? How should people interpret this? The Mexicans saying that they're going to defend themselves through all these different incursions and such. Well, let's get into that right now. When it comes to what this means, allow me to speak as bluntly and straight to the point as I possibly can when it comes to the Mexican government saying that they are going to protect the sovereignty via air, sea, land, whatever it might be, and they don't want the United States attacking the cartels in Mexico. Let's be very clear about what this is. They are threatening war against the United States of America if we do what must be done to gut these animals and take out these huge, huge cartels south of the border. Trump ran on taking out these cartels. He promised to take out these cartels. And now there are operations underway to make sure he makes good on that and we can keep our citizens safe here in America. I don't know who the president of Mexico thinks she is, but she might need a little bit of a reminder of which country is the world superpower and which one is Mexico. We're the United States of America. We have the world's greatest military. We have the world's strongest military. And anyone who thinks that we're going to be told by Mexico what we can and can't do has lost their mind. If we want to go get these guys and we want to go take them out, that's exactly what we're going to do. And we're not going to be nice about it. We're not going to go down there with kids' gloves on and pat them on the back and tell them everything's going to be okay. We are coming to kick their face in. We are coming to crush them. We are coming to obliterate these drug cartels. And Mexico has two options in front of them. They can get on board, help us do that, help us rid the world of this evil, or they can try to stop us from taking out the cartels and see where that gets them. Those are their options. It's shockingly simple. You're either with us when it comes to eliminating the drug cartels, or we will blow right through you like a blowtorch through soft butter. I'm not interested in negotiating with the Mexican government. I'm really not. I am interested in telling them what the situation is and making it clear to them that they can join us in this operation or they can watch themselves get torched. It's up to them. It's up to them. Do you want to help us rid the world of evil? Or do you want to shoot your mouth off about protecting sovereignty, land, air, and sea? If you're smart, you want to help us. If you're dumb, you'll try to get in our way. This is not a matter of if this happens, this is a matter of when this happens. The cartels have poisoned our people for far too long. They have pushed their pain, chaos, and carnage over our border, destroyed our communities, destroyed families. 100,000 Americans lose their lives a year to the trash they bring here. And we're not going to tolerate it anymore. So get on board or get steamrolled. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to. Last time I checked, Mexico exists as a country under the protection of the United States. That's a fact. And so when we tell them we're going to do something, it's not a negotiation. It's us telling them what's up. End of story. So either help us or prepare for the consequences because these cartel leaders are getting taken out. I can guarantee you that. And if Mexico wants to be a hindrance to that, so be it. That'll be dealt with however it needs to be dealt with. But it's not going to stop us from protecting our citizens. I want you to let me know in the comments below what you think. How do you want to see Trump handle the cartels? How do you want to see him handle Mexico if they try to stop us? Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.